So now we're going to learn about creating quizzes on Google Drive. And the first thing you're going to do to learn about creating a quiz on Google Drive is you're actually going to take a quiz, which I've created for you. And so that link is right here, complete this quiz. And I'll also add that link right here in a moment. So that'll be the first step. And then the second thing is I want to tell you a little bit about creating quizzes on Google Drive. And then the third thing is I'll show you the answers to the quizzes and kind of show you me taking the quiz. So I want to give the student, and you as a teacher want to give the student, hands-on exercises and then have them solve them. And a quiz is a hands-on exercise. Do this quiz. And then it's always good to resolve that with the student. Resolve it with the student. Go through the quiz yourself as the instructor and record that so you could explain the answers to the students. And that's kind of like being in the classroom where you give the students a test and then you come back later and you review the test and you talk about it. So you could talk about, hey, why was this the answer? And you could review stuff with them. And so that's the process we're going to do. You're going to learn about Google quizzes by taking a quiz. Then I'm going to show you or talk a little bit about just some of the details of these quizzes and where and when you should use them. And then we're going to resolve that quiz so I can explain the answers to you. Those are the three things we're going to do in this video. So here's the first thing. Complete this quiz. And you're going to complete this quiz by going to that link. And then to get to that link, here inside our course, right, Teach Online, this is the public folder. There's a folder called Files Used in Course, Files Used in Course. And then inside there's a folder called Quizzes. And then go in there and you have Effective Online Teaching Techniques. Pop that quiz open. And this is the editing side of the quiz. So I don't know what it'll be like when you click on it because I didn't give you rights to edit it. It might just bring you to the way that students see it, which is like this, which would be the same link that you'll click right here to get to it. But I just want to show you how you get that link. And so you get that link by clicking on the Send button. And so after you've created a quiz, click on the Send button and then come over here and I want the link. So click on the link and then shorten that URL and then copy it, and so it's 72 something. And then I'd come in here, and this one before gave me a slightly different link. That's fine. I could leave it. And I'll come in here, and I'll just do that and drop in that 72 link, apply. Heck, I'll change this one and make that the same one, even though they probably both go to the same place. Voodoo computing right there, superstition computing. All right, so there's the link. Click on it and take the quiz. And then when you're done, come back here and resume this video. All right, are you finished? Cool. So we're going to talk about two things. One, we're going to talk about where would you use Google Drive quizzes. And then two, I'm going to show you the answers to the quiz. We'll go through it together. So the first thing, where will you use Google Drive quizzes? So Google Drive quizzes are great if you're creating a teaching just to be put out there to the world and to be on any learning platform, and you don't need the scores from the quiz to flow back to an integrated gradebook. What's that mean? If you're using Canvas or Blackboard or an online teaching tool like that in an actual school setting, and you need the quiz scores to flow back to a gradebook to be integrated with the gradebook, then on those platforms like Blackboard and Canvas, you'll need to create your quizzes in Blackboard and Canvas to have them integrated with the Blackboard Canvas gradebook. So that's just the one little kind of note to think about if you're a teacher and you're creating courses and you want them to be used in that way, then you have to create the quiz on Blackboard or Canvas if you want the quiz to integrate with the Blackboard Canvas gradebook. Now, where in every other situation, I highly recommend you create your quizzes on Google Drive in this way that you just experienced and which I'm going to show you how to use in this video and the next video. Why create them on Google Drive? Because there's different learning platforms out there where you might put your course. And if you create your quiz on Google Drive, then your quizzes are separated from those platforms, right? And no matter which platform you put your course on, your quiz will be accessible and you'll be able to use it. If you did it some other way, like if on each platform you created a quiz on each of those platforms, then if you wanted to move between platforms or put it on multiple platforms, you have to create that quiz over and over and over for each platform that it goes on. So putting it on a separated putting it on Google Drive is keeping it in a separated area. You create it once, and then no matter what platform your course is on, it works, right? Because people just go to Google to take the quiz, and then they see the answers. So these quizzes are great. They're a learning tool. It's a hands-on exercise. They're self-grading, and it allows students to reinforce whatever subject matter you're trying to convey to them. All right, so now let's go through the quiz together and look at the answers. So I'm going to come in here and then I'll click this eyeball to do it, or I could just click this link. I guess I'll do it the way you did it. Click that link, it launches the quiz. And when I come in here, it asks for my email address. I forgot to say this at the beginning of the video. Dang it. So maybe I'll add a little prefix to the beginning of this video. Or maybe I'll just start over.